Okay, on this one, these are solid rounds. Actually, these pieces came out of a balance rod for a curtain. So yeah, I'm just measuring these out and getting them ready to make the little pin and then the receiver part of the hinge. Now I'm measuring the rounds. I'm gonna cut half of it, make it into the pin. So I have enough material there cut so that I can make the pin part and the receiver part. Now we're just gonna start making the pins. This is just the tedious part of this. It's just it's repetitive. So you're gonna do, you're gonna cut, you're gonna make the pin on four, and then make the receiver part on four of them. So this is just gonna take some time. So I'll throw some music on here because there's no sense in uh, saying anything else. It's just this is the process. You cut the pins, you cut the holes, you put it together. So it takes time to do that. So all right, so I'm gonna throw some music on here, and then we'll get back when we go back to the trailer. Okay, this me just cleaning off the rest of the hinge. That's the receiver part of the pin. Cleaning it off, and one of the pins was a little bit shallower than the other ones. The receiver part, which is that part that I just took off, it's was a little long, but I didn't feel like cutting it. It's not going to make a difference anyways. It's all going to get cut by the time we put it back on the ramp. So the length really doesn't matter because we're only using. I made them a little extra big, long, so that yeah, so that I can cut them off when I put them on the ramp. Yeah, they fit nice and smooth. Good tight fit. Doesn't need to be like that, but since we're playing with the lathe, might as well do something a little bit more precision. Okay, so now time to go weld them on the trailer, on the ramps. All right, so we got the hinges done. So now we're gonna put them on this, and then we're gonna paint everything. I got my new, well, it's not new, but I got my bigger welder on here. That thing. The little one, I think the little one got a problem with the gun. So I'll get a new gun for that, or the liner or something. But we're gonna get this is a lot better to use. This welder is a lot better. It's a 250 amp machine. I bought it a long time ago, and it's done very well. That's the name. I paid like 800 maybe for that thing, but it works really good. And the top one is my TIG. Eastwood makes that, or puts their name on it. So I'm sure that's probably Chinese made or something. All right, so let's set that up, and then we'll put the hinges on, and then we'll put the legs. By the way, these hinges took about, I don't know, three hours to do, give or take, 2 to 3 hours. These hinges, same size, same diameter, everything. On Amazon, are $10 for 6. This is for the sake of the video. I made that, but it's not worth making hinges like this. $10 for 6. So, anyways, there they are. I made 4, 2 for each side, and let's get these things put on and. Okay, so I decided to put it in between both. I'm not going to separate it too much. let's try it out and see what we got. Let's see what we got. Okay, we got nothing. Because it all came apart. All right, we're going to take a little break from this. This is a disaster. This didn't work out. So I have hinges coming. These hinges are, let me show you. These hinges are a little too big. They will work, but they're a little too big for, all I need is some hinges that is going to make it easy to fold. And that's it. I don't need to make it so complicated. So I'm going to remove the hinges that I already put on, and I have these less beefy hinges that's going to be really simple, and then I'll put a leg, and the whole thing will be so much better. Now, I'm going to take a little time right now while I wait for the hinges to get here and just put this back on. I was going to make it 4 inch, well, maybe not 4 inches, but I was going to extend this. A little bit closer, but to gain 2 inches, I had to cut it off because I put a container up here, and if I have some pictures of it, I'll throw it in there, but I had to cut it because it was a little wide, so I couldn't get it all the way up here. So we took this off, but I don't do that kind of stuff, so it's not even worth it. I think I'm just going to put everything back the way it was, just weld it on, and be done, because I want to go pick up the rest of the stuff that we need here. And we have a tractor and a backhoe to bring. The tractor needs a little bit of work, so that's going to be a nice video to do. So that's the plan. I'm going to throw this on, and then we'll get back to the ramps. So let's go ahead and put that on, put the fender back on. I think I might move it out and pull it over to the side a little bit. So let's do that. I'm going to bring it over. And so yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I think we're tacked in. It's not straight, but at least we can tweak it now. There's a couple of gaps, but nobody said I have to load up. I have to put the. I tacked it with this one, but I think I'm going to put the bigger machine. Okay, so I tacked it all the way down. I put a little. I'm not going to weld this whole thing. It's not. It's not even. No. It's just going to go like that. Then I'll paint it and be good enough. There's no point in welding this whole thing and getting it all. It's not my ambition, at least. But anyways, yeah. But this sucker. I ain't going anywhere. That's solid. So now I'm gonna put this guy on there, weld it, and we should be done with this. Then we can get back to that mess. So, and then I'm gonna load up the forklift, and I'm gonna pick up the next project, which is well, you'll see. have another. I'm gonna order another helmet. By the way, you see these little contraptions? These things? They work really good at pushing the air out of the helmet and keeping the helmet from fogging up on my glasses or anything. Yeah, I'm gonna get a different. This one's solar, and it doesn't really inside here. Doesn't work very good inside of here. Oh. Actually, it didn't really need much. I'm not going to bind it down too much. I want it to look like this. All right, I think the next thing is use a needle scaler and get all this stuff off and paint those fenders. Just quickly go over it. But I have to bring my compressor, so this will probably stay like this until the ramps are done, and I'll go get the compressor with the I might just get the compressor. Who knows? We'll see. All right, so there it is. The next thing is scrape all this down, give it a good paint, and she's done. Yep. Okay, so here's what I have in mind for these ramps. so here's what I got. I got these guys. Turn up. These will handle, like I think 300 pounds. So they're just weldable. You could drill holes if you want to, but I mean, I think I'm gonna weld this right here. You can see I was trying to get smaller ones to fit this, but there's no use. So, yeah, I might weld it like this, just so that I can get the whole hinge in there. Weld that side, and this little corner here, maybe put a little gusset here. I think that might work even better. Yeah, I think this is going to be a lot nicer. I think that's going to be a nice gradual. Yep. I think that's going to be really good, because even if the leg, it's gonna be in the middle to take up both this ramp and this ramp. But if I wanted to take the bottom edge flush, I can do that too. But I don't know if I'm going to do it, because usually if you're loading something, this kind of digs in. It's kind of nice that if it digs into the dirt, it doesn't move. It doesn't slide back or anything. So that's kind of, we'll see. We'll see if we'll leave that. But yeah, I think that's a hell of that's a nice incline there. You could load just about anything right there. So I think that's going to be the, obviously, I think I'm going to have to straighten that out, because once you lift this up, that angle changes. So would it make a big, is it a big deal? Probably not, but who knows? I don't know if I'm even going to touch that. I'm going to work on this, and I'm going to just weld the hinges and see how this works. So yeah, let's get that put in, and this should be pretty quick to finish. Okay. So it's pretty square. The front there. I think these things are going to do just fine. They're not going to hold. They're not going to hold any weight. So they're a little bit smaller than I wanted, but those big hinges are going to interfere when you run over them. Maybe these won't last. I don't know, but I might. I don't know. We'll give them a try. I think they're. I might put something underneath behind here so that it doesn't get crushed. But I think that's going to work out beautiful. So let me get the other one. Let me measure this to make sure and then get the other one put in. I think that's going to be pretty nice. Okay, after all that, I think I found the problem. I thought that the edge, both edges were even, but they're not even. So that's my fault for doing that. So what I have to do, this hinge was like about a ½ inch off. Well, a ½ inch on this distance is huge. So that's the problem. First I have to square these guys with this edge to make sure that we are on the edge. And then so that's what has to be. That hinge has to be there. So that's what happens. Look at that. Okay, so that was the problem. You can't rely on the, I thought these edges were good. They were not good. They were quite a bit off, actually. So now, yeah, they were quite a bit off. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. So you have to use your square, and you have to use your, just can't rely on the, that was a lot of time wasted. So this is going to be really, really nice. Let me weld them in. Let me weld them in, and move on to the next one. Then we just gotta clean these up. I'm just gonna paint. I'm gonna paint the whole trailer gray anyway, so it's all gonna be gray. Not because I like it or anything. It's just it's already gray, and I have gray, so. Okay. Beautiful. All right. Let's go. Let's do the other one. These are a lot freaking heavier. There they are. Okay. So now the next thing is I'm going to bring my big compressor, which goes down there, hook it up, and then I can clean this up and paint it. So, yep,